This is more like it. Time for me to join the real heroes and check out what it takes to become a fighter pilot. But before taking a trip to pilot school, my doctor suggested I had some experience of what I was letting myself in for. The world of high-speed, high-altitude flying is full of natural dangers, let alone the ones made by man. The first, which is one faced by civil airliners too, is a lack of air up there, on the edge of space. We're always told that if the cabin suddenly loses pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the ceiling. We put them on, we tug the cord, and then we fit them to our children. It all sounds very orderly and serene. But I've come here to an RAF base in Bedfordshire to find out what really happens. This is a decompression chamber, and inside we've put a tray of typical airline food to see what happens when disaster strikes. Ready? Now, what happened there is that as the cabin decompressed, little bits of air trapped in the food suddenly expanded, causing it to explode. So what about the air in your body? In your lungs, in your gut, trapped underneath your fillings? What happens to that? Well, there's only one way to find out. Someone has got to go in there.
Okay, close chamber outer doors.
That's it, we're trapped in here.
We're trapped in now.
BRD checks.
Change altitude. All valves.
All valves are closed.
Console checks are complete.
What's that balloon for?
It's going to expand. It'll just demonstrate the air expansion. And it will expand.
So air trapped in my body, like
Yes,
in the food,
it will expand.
will expand and need to come out.
I want you to be breathing out, because otherwise your lung is going to be expanding and you won't be getting rid of the air.
Check 8000. It's like climbing Everest in one short, sharp shot. We can bang him up in 12 seconds.
Stand by.
Breathing out. Yes,
Stand by for
yeah.
rapid decompression.
Right.
In 5,
4, 3,
2, 1.
now. And there they go.
Air is pouring out of me.
5 seconds.
Lots of noise.
Where's all this mist come from?
10 seconds.
That's the condensation.
15 seconds. Close to now 120.
Oh, this is embarrassing. I think I've just become the first presenter on
30
British television to fart live on air.
So, I didn't explode like a yogurt and my fillings were fine. But then they gave me a toddler toy to play with.
Which is a simple children's toy.
And I really couldn't do it. With the lack of oxygen, I was dying. And do you know what? It felt good.
You don't look like you care.
Most people find it very giggly, quite a bit of fun really. A bit like being drunk. Except with this one, there's no hangover.
And you're laughing away.
Am I really suffering from oxygen deprivation now?
Yes, you're showing the early signs.
Where does this one go?
He's not coping too well with that puzzle ball now.
What scope are you trying to put in there? Okay, you really can't do that anymore. Put your mask on now. Put your mask on.
He's being told what to do, but he's not managing to do it. He's not doing it himself.
Are you with me? You've now got oxygen restored to you.
And he's got a lovely pink colour now. That's the oxygen getting back into the system. All the increased blood flow rushing around.
I felt, I don't know how I felt. I mean, this is normal now, so if I'd have got the oxygen mask on, I'd be fine.
You'd be fine all through.
But if I hadn't got the oxygen mask on, what would have happened to me eventually?
Well, you'd have died.
Really?
Yes. You'd run out of what we call the time of youthful consciousness. You weren't really capable of putting your own mask on.
No, the most embarrassing thing is I think I farted on air.
Yes, I did as well.
Really?
You could smell it, I couldn't.
Even so, I'd survived, but this was only the beginning. If the lack of oxygen doesn't kill you, what about G-forces?
Rotate, pulling 2 Gs right on up.
We all feel the effects of mild G in fast lifts or on fairground rides, but in a plane it's so bad, it can kill you. So, to find a solution, scientists built this giant salad spinner.
G will effectively increase the weight of the body, so that at 5G you feel 5 times heavier. G can be fatal, and in simple terms you can stop the blood flow to the brain, and that can kill you.
This chap is now at 5G in the machine, and after just 6 seconds his brain is so starved of blood he goes unconscious.
Oh, down, 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 Andy. Oh, went a bit doolally there, mate.
Now he was a young, fit pilot. So how would a chain-smoking 40-year-old cope in there? Well, to find out what we need is a chain-smoking 40-year-old. Me. Is it safe?
Yes, climb aboard and mind the buckle as you sit down.
Have I got to be strapped in?
Yes.
You know, I'm really quite scared about this.
No, don't worry about it. Your heart rate will be monitored at all times.
When do you stop it? When it gets to what?
When it's a straight line.
Still gonna die. I just know I'm going to die.
No, you'll sit back and enjoy the ride.
Out. Go on. And I'm gonna clench my buttocks when it gets bad.
If at any time you want to stop, then you call out down, 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 and we'll stop it. You may feel slightly nauseous. Nothing you can do about it.
Just be British about it.
Very much so.
Right.
If you're happy with all that, then we'll set up the run and start.
Go ahead. Let's feel what this G business is.
Okay.
Stand by. Prepare.
That's easy. That's not so easy.
He's not quite sure what to expect, and I think it's probably coming as a bit of a surprise to him.
God, it's like having an elephant sitting on my chest.
The blood is actually draining away from his brain at this point. All the organs in his body as well are feeling heavy, including the heart, so that tends to descend about an inch or so and change his shape into some pear shape.
I'm going to try and lift my arm up now.
His body weight at the moment is heading towards about 1/3 of a tonne. You can see quite clearly the effect of the increased G is dragging the soft tissues of his face down, so that it's actually getting a very saggy, rather sort of elderly appearance. I'm not at all convinced he's enjoying himself here. How did that feel?
I would not be able to fly an aeroplane feeling like that.